What's up, y'all? Welcome back for another build guide. Today I'm going to show you how to build the C-Class Jedi Interceptor. Stats are on the left side of the screen, and at the end of the video we'll go over how to convert it to a more accurate version with R2. Let's get started. Alright, we can get everything we need except for the engines at our outpost landing pad with a builder, so I'll be starting here using a Varun Heim that I stole over in Serpentis. Just delete the ship that you want to start with and go ahead and grab a 120 LD landing bay. Grab a 10 ST hauler shielded cargo. I'll be using one of the Tayo cockpits just because they have the most round and bubble-like design. A 100 DP slim docker. Temporarily, I'm going to use the White Dwarf 3030 engines just to get off of the landing pad later. Go ahead and grab a 500T fuel tank. AccuLander 11 landing gear. I'm going to use one of these J52 grav drives. Just make sure you've got one with connections on every side. In the halves, you want a Tayo top B, whatever one you choose. I'm going to put an armory in. Then you also want a 1x1 top A. Place that at the back of your 2x1, then put the cockpit at the front. Grab your grav drive, place it on one side of the 2x1, then get the SF-40 sheared flow reactor, place it on the other side. Now grab your fuel tank and place it on top of the grav drive and duplicate it several times. Once you get one to land inside the grav drive like that, pull one to the side and then delete the extras. Select all, edit, and accept. Now we're going to do the same thing to our reactor on this side, but it's not going to snap, so just get as close as you can above the top, then duplicate it a couple times. Once one's in there, delete all the extras, select all, edit, and accept. Now at that point we can place our landing gear inside the bottom of our devices. Just make sure it's the version with connections on both sides. Once you get it to snap into place, flip, and then cancel. Then you can duplicate that, make sure you've got the valid placement, pick it back up. For now, I'm going to use the Assurance SG-3000 shield. In structural, we're going to need Nova Cowling 2LPF, Stroud Cap A, and a Tayo Cowling. Go ahead and place your Tayo Cowling at the back of your 1x1. Get your Nova Cowling and change the variant. Once you get this one here, place it on the front of your landing gear facing this way. Then place another one in front of it facing the other way. Change your variant back to finish out the front, and then you want to duplicate all this for the other side. Make sure that you flip everything. And then you can duplicate each piece for the second level. Grab your Stroud cap, change the variant, place it behind the grav drive. Make sure you flip it upside down like this. Get another one for the other side behind the reactor. I'm sorry, not upside down like this. Make sure they are facing outward. That way we can use that connection later. Go ahead and get another one placed on top of it. And one in front. Do the same thing for the other side. Now we're just going to build a staircase of Stroud Capes going down. So place one here, then get one under it like this. Then grab another one and place here. Now we're going to get one and place under that one, but only halfway like this. That way we can get another one, change the variant, and place it halfway inside of this bottom one. Once it snaps, flip until it lands back how you want it and hit cancel. Then we can take this one and place it up here. Just like that. Grab another one to place under it. Like this. Get another Nova cowling. Make sure you've got the valid placement. We're going to place that right where we just had that shroud cap. So you can pull that back for a second. Place it here. Then slide your shroud cap back in. Make sure you flip and cancel. Now we need to build the other side. And once you've got your wings complete, we can take this shielded cargo hold and place it behind our landing bay. Then you can put an engine in between it and the Tayo cowling. Then place your docker on top of the 1x1. For now, we're going to hide our shield under this one on top of the grav drive. Now, currently it says we have too few landing gears. If you come over to this one right here and hit duplicate, accept, then you can hit select all, edit, and accept. Now you'll be brought down the warnings instead of an error. Go into structural and get a horizon weapon mount. And we're going to place one right here and another one on the other side. Then we want to pull this cap out one more time on each side to put another weapon mount here on these Nova cowlings that we placed earlier. Go ahead and pull these out of the way as well, because they will block your suppressors. In weapons, I'm using a couple Vanguard Obliterator auto projectors. If you don't have these, feel free to swap them out for auto helion beams. They have a similar effect. I'm going to get the Vanguard Obliterator. And I'm also going to get the best EM weapon that I have available, which is this Fulminator 8000 suppressor. And the PBO 300 auto alpha beam. Let's start with these alpha beams. These are kind of a pain to get them mounted in this position on the weapon mount. It's a perfectionist nightmare, to be honest with you. So it may not look perfect in the video, but I will at least show you how to get them in there. And if you want to take the time to line it up perfectly, you can feel free to. All right, once you've got some auto alpha beams on your weapon mounts, you want to get another one and make sure that it is centered with your weapon mounts and pull it out to the side. And then we're going to duplicate this several times and use that to place it inside of our weapon mount. Now I'm going to select all and see they're connected. I'm going to remove that one. Actually, let's remove this inner one since that one's connected. That way I can reach my weapon mount here. And I'm going to, once I highlight the weapon mount, I'm going to duplicate it and then bring another one back here. Now we need to do something similar with this one. It might be easier if you pull it off of the Nova cowling. Then grab your alpha beam, make sure that it's lined up center. And duplicate it several times. And you want to try and line it up at least relative to the other one on the other side. Like I was saying, this one is a perfectionist nightmare. So you may be here for a minute trying to get your turrets to line up exactly how you want. But I'm just going to get mine close. Alright, once you get one to highlight with the entire piece like this, you're going to duplicate that same way you did for the other side and get them placed inside the Nova cowlings like this. Then you can delete your extra weapons that are angled up and down. Now grab your obliterator auto projector. We're going to place those on the bottom here. And your suppressor on the top. Make sure you've got the suppressor placed so that you can duplicate this and hit accept. We want to get 3 of these on each side if you're using the auto projectors. If you're using a different variant that uses 3 power instead of 2, then you only want 2 on this mount. Now that I've got 3 placed there, I'm going to do the same thing for the other side over here. Once that's done, you can replace your shroud caps. Now we need to assign our weapons. And I'm also going to come back here to our engines, highlight the engine, hit duplicate, accept, and select all, edit, and accept. And I'm just going to get 2 more in there so that we have a total of 4. Now we've got 1 error, which should be too few landing gears. So come back to this one again, and we're going to do the same thing we did before. Duplicate it, accept, select all, edit, and accept. Then after that, we can take these shroud caps here and flip them for a moment. And grab another shroud cap. Make sure you've got a valid placement. We're going to shove that inside our landing gear like this. And hit cancel. And then you can flip these back the way they were. Now at this point we should be able to leave this ship builder. As you can see, it's cost me about 412 to do the initial build. I'm going to go ahead and grab a porthole for our front there. And I'm going to take this over to a Stroud Equine dealer. It's appeared under the plane, so I'm just going to temporarily view another one, come back to this one, make sure it's my home ship. And if you wanted to, technically you could stop the build here, but we're going to go get some more engines. And then after that, I will also show you how to convert this to the more accurate version, as well as where you can find R2. If you want to know what the Tayo Armory looked like on the inside, here it is. We've got the couple weapon cases with weapon racks. and a bed here. If you open this door, you can actually rest there, and your companions or crewmates will as well. Here's the view from that porthole. Got one short hop up to our docker and a door leading into the cockpit. Has a nice view up here at the front. Alright, now that I'm here at the Stroud Eklund Star Yard, we're just going to swap our engines out for some better ones. And here's what we came here for, the SAE 5660 engine. We're just going to take that and place it right here. Then go ahead and duplicate and accept. Then select all, edit, and accept until we fill up that engine bar again. This time it's still 4 engines, just like it was with the White Dwarf. Once you've got your engines, you can back out of here. And now I'm going to take that back to my outpost landing pad. That way we can add some more shielded cargo in. And then after that, I'll show you how to convert it to the more accurate version. Alright, now back here at my outpost landing pad. Let's go in here and grab another Tayo cowling. I'm going to place that below my engine. Then I'm also going to duplicate this 10ST hauler until my mobility goes down. Now that we're at 99, I'm going to select all, edit, and accept. Now the only error we have is too few landing gears. So let's come back to this one. Duplicate it, select all, edit, and accept. Now we are nominal, and you can leave the ship builder. We already went over the inside earlier in the video, so real quick, I'm just going to show you how you can convert this to the more accurate version. So we'll hop back into the ship builder here. Delete these Nova cowlings up top. Grab your Stroud cap, bring it down. Then take this one here, bring it forward, drop it down, and flip it. Then hit cancel to cover up that tank. Do the same thing for this side. Alright, I also forgot to mention before going to New Atlantis, we want to get another Stroud Cap A for each side here. And we want to get that right there like that. On both sides if possible. Now, if you've got unattached modules like I do, just make sure you select all to find out what it is, hit edit and accept. And you see now we're nominal. After you do that, you should be able to leave this ship builder, and all we have to do is hop over to New Atlantis where we can find R2. Alright, here at New Atlantis, we're just going to talk to the ship service tech.
Got anything you need to offload? Sure. How about
While they're steady trying to talk about something, and go into the builder, replace your Assurance SG shield with one of the shields offered here, the Odin 3050C, and then you can color this to match whatever droids you want it to. Alright, once you get your R2 unit, you should be able to leave the ship builder. Then, of course, you can color this however you like. You can make it match Anakin's, Obi-Wan's, or you can do a Sith Interceptor, however you want to customize it. As always, make sure your engines and shields are fully powered. Then I fully power my EM weapon and distribute the power among the other two. And I do believe that should cover assembly on this one. If this video helped you out, please remember to hit those like and sub buttons down below. And I hope to see y'all here in another one. Later.